Vamos aqui então. Vou visitar meu ex-clube Utah Jazz. Primeiro deixa eu reconfigurar aqui meu jogador. Eu acho que as minhas enterradas não tá legal não. Não, tá certo. Eu achei que não tava, mas tá certinho. Jogar de roxinho, né? Eu joguei dessa cor.
The chase for the championship is set to begin. Let's see how the league shook out to get to this point.
There goes Mama taking off.
Pistons GT and the expansion Lakers Gaming were the first teams eliminated from playoff contention, with a few weeks remaining in the regular season.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays!
Yes.
Whoa.
Favorite time of the year.
Ernie Johnson, do you like my Christmas hat?
Oh, yes.
Nice, isn't it?
Really
very
nice.
nice. Here's Shaq. I love the sweater.
Well,
that
thank
is
you.
very, very impressive. And Kenny, you should have worn a shirt. I don't know. It's
I like
Christmas season.
my 8-pack.
Come
my
on.
8-pack. Look
Yeah.
at it.
Pretty good.
Look at it.
Oh.
That's that vegan diet I've been eating.
Oh.
Tell you.
In this game, we'll see the Utah Jazz against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Well, for Minnesota, they are really playing at a high level right now, going 8-1 over the last 9 games. And a guy we'll be watching.
Vou mudar meu tênis aqui porque na última partida eu tomei uma puxão de orelha, né? Usei um tênis da Adidas e ficaram muito bravos comigo. Vamos com esse daqui. Vai ficar show de bola. Olha lá a cor dele. Bem cheguei. Eu faço essas lives de NBA. Pode crer que tudo é monetização.
And now, your Utah Jazz starting five.
Smart Arena.
At the other
Casa
goal.
do Jazz. Aí, ó, meu irmão do Google.
Welcome to a special presentation of the NBA on Christmas Day here on 2K Sports. We want to wish each and every one of you a Merry Christmas. Alongside Greg Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan.
Eu acho muito difícil.
This is a one-and-done trip for Minnesota before going back to their Timberwolves fans up in Minneapolis. They're one of the most dangerous teams in the NBA right now. No question, they've won 7 of their last 8.
And this is what the NBA is all about. Competition. That's why rivalries do matter.
They do. It's good for the sport, the TV ratings, the fans, but most of all, when you're a player in this kind kind of game, the adrenaline rush is incredible.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Butler teams with Wiggins as the deadly wing duo. Kicks out there with Karl Anthony Towns. And it's AI in at the point. Well, Steve, for Christmas, NBA players feel it is a special honor to play a regular season game on this marquee day.
Yeah, it is. And a lot of fans used to ask me, you played on Christmas, how was it? But you look at it like you said, it's an honor. One, it means your team is pretty good. And you're getting a chance to play on that day where everybody, I think everybody, all eyes are on you for Christmas. Special holiday, and a lot of times you have your family with you. You get a chance to celebrate at home or on the road. But I love playing on Christmas Day.
All eyes are on you, boy. There's nothing to hide on that day, am I right?
Not at all. And that's what some people say. That's the day the NBA starts. This is why you like to get him touches. He makes things happen.
And Rubio kicks to Gobert. Nice ball movement by Utah. He gets that one.
This is what you want, delivering the ball to Favors where he doesn't have to put it on the deck.
AI left side. Mitchell against Butler.
Keep it there.
Right side Towns. 4 on the clock. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Now, here's Rubio. He's guarded by AI. Rubio finds Favors.
Favors and bate de três.
Mitchell against Butler. Knocked loose and stolen by Butler. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. AI passes to Towns. Minnesota again turning it over.
And a moment here to look at the numbers for Mitchell. Putting up about 22 points per, just over 2 steals and 2 assists. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Well, and we've seen defenses try to adjust, but he has the intelligence along with the talent, just finds new ways to beat them.
The wide open look here for Ingles. No good on the quick 3. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Quinn Snyder and I got a chance to talk for a bit. This is the first meeting of the season between these teams, and he stressed to his guys they'll need to rely on their instincts at the offensive end. He said we do a good job of finding soft spots in defense without forcing things. If we keep doing that, we'll be in good shape. We'll see if they can keep that up tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
As always, DA, appreciate the good work. So, guys, they want to see their shooting percentage high up there immediately.
Yeah, it doesn't mean you're just hoping a few guys get hot. It means a commitment to finding good shots.
Well, we know they have shooters that can get hot, but you're right. It has to be an organized offensive scheme.
AI kicks to Hicks. Wiggins dishes to AI. Outside Butler. AI passes to Butler. Just 4 to shoot. Goes up the baseline. That one wide left. Looking at Minnesota, they took the win in their last game against the Kings.
Yeah, and in that game, we saw a lot of sloppy play from the opposing offense. They coughed the ball up, a lot of unforced turnovers.
They sure got some breaks, but hey, they did a really awesome job turning those mistakes into gold at the other end.
And it's Rubio penetrating, and the rejection by Towns. Butler on the way. Back to AI. Right side, Butler over Mitchell. And it's Butler missing.
Well, this is what happens when you're a threat down low. You attract a lot of defensive attention.
Mr. Gobert. Right wing. Rubio looking it over. And Gobert with the basket on the assist from Rubio. Gobert's got his first bucket in this one. AI kicks to Butler. AI right side. From down in the low post, it goes.
He can be masterful in there, especially when there's no rim protection.
And it's ball. This their first chance to take a look at the Timberwolves this season.
And they usually came out on top when these two teams faced off last year. No surprise, they're the better team.
Parei dessa conta ficar deslogando.
High percentage look inside. Rubio always looking to maximize the value of the possession.
And Rubio might be one of the most unselfish players in the league. Not for his passing and how much he enjoys piling up assists, but how he does a great job adjusting to what the team needs him to do and not worrying about his own game.
And it's Mitchell missing. Timberwolves trail by 3.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
The right side. Rubio outside. And favors kicks to Mitchell. Passes it to Ingles. Mitchell against Butler. Unloads. And finally drops after rolling around the rim.
If he keeps knocking down that shot, Donovan Mitchell is poised to be a dominant player for years to come.
AI passes to Hicks. Fires the 3. And Jimmy Butler, good for 3. Butler's got his second basket of the night.
And he...
A merda dessa conta. Esse ano eu vou comprar todos os meus jogos, tudo original mesmo. Não vê esse negócio de conta 1, conta 2.
He's not gonna miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Utah's gone just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. To the inside, Towns with the steal. Fast break, Minnesota. Shots good from Butler. Butler's got 7 points in the game.
Early in this quarter, he's been aggressive and selective with his shots. This efficiency.
And Rubio kicks to Favors. Mitchell outside. Back to Favors. That's tipped, and Utah turns it over again. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Well, listen, they own the boards at both ends of the floor in that game, and that's what won it for them. Those extra possessions were invaluable.
Second chance points are a big part of the game, and they did a terrific job creating many of those opportunities for themselves.
For the Jazz, Bradley's checked in for Gobert, and Allen subbed in for Donovan Mitchell. Here's AI, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Steve, when you look back at your career, which years do you remember playing your best brand of basketball?
You know, I think obviously when you're younger, you feel like you have more of an impact with your skill level to go along with your athleticism. I think my best run was about a 5 or 6 year run when I was playing with the Atlanta Hawks and the Portland Trailblazers. Those 2 teams, I think I had my best run.
Now here's Crowder. He's coming off a 10-point game against San Antonio. Rubio outside. And he's good on the 3-ball. He's got 8.
Not the most comfortable shot for Rubio, but give him credit. He doesn't turn it down.
Right wing. Okogie, covered by Rubio. Back to AI. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Timberwolves lead by 1.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yep. Tá vencendo por 6 pontos agora.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. AI.
Segura essa!
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Favors and Gobert, the tough pair inside. Mitchell and Ingles are out in the wing. And it's Allen in at the 1 spot. That's the group right now for Utah.
And a lot to like about that play, particularly how it ends.
Yeah, at the rack. That's what you want in transition, a high percentage look.
These players have been all about defense lately. Here are the steal leaders in the NBA this month. You look at AI, always dangerous on the court. He leads the league.
Really been fantastic defensively this run for him. He's had more than his share of steals, and now he's looking to get more.
Certainly a major strength of this Utah Jazz team is the way they can dominate on the defensive end.
Up and down the roster, there are a lot of solid defenders. Rudy Gobert is the big name, but guys like Ingles, Crowder, Mitchell, and Rubio are all great as well. This team can just be suffocating defensively.
Now here's Allen. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
This is what these perimeter plays are designed to produce. Quality looks for spot-on shooters.
AI with it, defended by Allen. The dunk with a foul on top of it. So strong.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
It looked like a total breakdown to me there. He exploited that hole perfectly and made them pay.
Now here's Allen. He has 6. And stolen by AI.
I loved it.
That was beautiful.
Loved it.
Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Allen with it. He's guarded by AI. Mitchell kicks to Favors. Shot clock at 6. Now the pass to Allen. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one. AI passes to Butler, and it's Butler with the jam.
You cannot allow Butler to get anywhere near the rim, because why? He will slam it.
Jazz trail by 4. Mitchell outside. Pass to Ingles. Butler against Mitchell. Gobert down low. Kicks it out to Allen. The Jazz again can't hit it. Timberwolves leading by 4. And AI throws it down hard.
Oh, just rising up. Just a phenomenal finish.
What a ridiculous play there. He'll remember that one for a while.
Pass to Favors. Mitchell with it. Butler covering. Back to Mitchell. Dishes it to Favors. Over Wiggins. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Over Butler. Favors trying to break free, and it's Mitchell missing.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
He has a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Kings got the job done. He had 41 points and did his thing on the defensive end with a number of steals. When you look at the stat sheet, he was mind-blowing. It's hard to imagine he can follow it up tonight with that same level of production. Kevin, we'll see.
Hey, David, thanks very much. He's one of those players who can do remarkable things on any given night, in any given game. That was a special game he played.
And it wasn't just the performance, guys, but really his preparation. He knew the right way to attack in every situation.
And that was the beauty of it. His ability to read and react to whatever they threw at him. He can't find his mojo. It's first quarter for him scoring the basketball.
And what it looks like now, guys, their confidence is growing, and so is this lead.
But they can't just sit back and enjoy it. They need to keep up the momentum.
Down low. Here's Hicks. Out to AI. Out to the wing. Towns dishes to AI. Plays it up off the glass. And now it's a 12-point Timberwolves lead.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Allen outside, passes it to Favors to end the cold streak, and Derek Favors with the slam.
Favors using his imposing frame to rock the rim.
Here's AI. And oh, he just jams it right over Derek Favors. Wow!
How about they don't waste any time matching that throwdown with one of their own?
A show of their determination right there. Now here's Allen. 6 points for him. Mitchell outside. And Gobert kicks to Mitchell. Outside Favors. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. And that'll be his third foul so far.
And that's his third foul. The chance you take leaving him in with 2. Let's see if they'll sit him now until the half.
Now here's Favors. He picked up 12 points in their last win against San Antonio. Mitchell passes to Favors. And Derek Favors with the slam.
Love the agility of Favors to roll hard to the rim after the screen. They count on him to handle that. And the thing about Mitchell, stands only about 6'3", but has a solid frame and long arms, and is very quick off his feet.
It's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession, and Utah making a change here. Crowder's checked in. Ingles against Wiggins. Now, here's Ingles. He's covered closely. The pass to Mitchell. Launches it. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got his 8th rebound here tonight. And talking about Mitchell, you have the physical profile, and then you have the intangibles.
The first one, he's a highly competitive guy. The strides he's made with his shooting speaks volumes about his work ethic. Great character and very well spoken.
Now, here's Ingles. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go.
You know what? He tried to lay it in at the point of attack. Just too much defensive pressure on that play.
Jimmy Butler. And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Jazz trail by 12. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And the Jazz call time here. We talk a lot about making plays at the rim and hitting threes, but the mid-range game is still alive, Steve, and it's playing well with some players.
I love it because it's coming back. The guy I come to mind to think of, first of all, is DeMar DeRozan. I think the king of the mid-range. C.J. McCollum, Carmelo Anthony, LaMarcus Aldridge. Chris Paul, for a point guard, does a nice job.
Chris Paul, right.
Knocking down the mid-range game. I love the three-point shot, but I think the mid-range game is starting to come back. Pump fake, one dribble, and knock it down.
And Utah making a change here. Rubio's checked in. Here's Towns, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. They get Derek Favors.
And for a player with his size, Towns has always been very comfortable at the free throw line. And that's a good thing because he finds himself there quite a bit.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Zhang's checked in.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Mitchell outside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Pushing the action, Donovan.
Nossa, eu tô todo esse tempo aqui desconectado da conta. Daqui a pouco já ia me botar para fora do jogo.
Mitchell has an innate ability to make people foul him.
Wyden's checked in for Butler, and Mitchell drops them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Here's AI. Good. AI's got the lead up to 14 now for the Timberwolves.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Rubio finds Favors. Nice ball movement by Utah. Mitchell outside. Shot by Crowder, no good.
just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart. Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Só que aumenta a diferença.
Jazz trail by 16. Rubio dishes to Favors. Mitchell kicks to Crowder. Rubio the pass to Favors. Tries a three. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. And Towns throws it down.
And the point differential tells the story. Their two-way play has been outstanding.
You know, it's a matter of effort plus talent. You need both to dominate this way.
Now, here's Mitchell. 29 points for him last game against San Antonio.
And he wreaked havoc on defense with 4 steals for the game, making a dent in this deficit. He's been on point tonight.
And here's AI after the three-pointer from Ricky Rubio.
You really have to be careful with Gobert lurking around. He'll send it back.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all.
Wiggins against Crowder. Wiggins with the block. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Wiggins has got 9 points in the quarter.
It's fine to extend your defense to try and create turnovers, but guys have to help each other.
That's been a problem for them all game. Teamwork is something you just can't turn on and off.
Now here's Favors. He's got 6. Yep, that one goes in there.
His temperature is rising. I mean, it is rising.
AI kicks to Zhang. Pass to Leiden. Inside. And the rejection by Favors.
The long reach of Favors have a real impact, especially when he leaves the ground quickly in time for blocks.
Out that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut down now to just 12 on the basket for Mitchell. Here's AI.
Nice.
I mean, just beautiful.
I totally agree.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
They are at their best when Mitchell pushes the action. His aggressiveness raises the level of this team.
And so, thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here.
Pontos, 3 rebotes, 9 assistências, 4. Que isso, menino.
And welcome back as we continue our Christmas Day matchup. Really an incredible game from AI.
And in that first half, something we don't see a lot of from him, the ability to make everyone around him better.
You know what? It hasn't been his role, but he has the skill set to do it. Maybe this is a new wrinkle to his game.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So on the floor for Minnesota, Butler teams with Wiggins as the deadly wing duo. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with hits, and it's AI in at the point guard position.
Defense of Butler is absolutely tremendous. Active hands, came away with a steal on that play.
Mitchell passes to Gobert. Rubio outside. Mitchell kicks to Gobert. Pass to Mitchell, 6 to shoot. Over Butler. No good on that one. And Minnesota now the other way.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Boy, he blew an easy layup, and he is furious with himself.
Now, here's Mitchell. Following the miss by Andrew Wiggins. And Gobert kicks to Ingles. He dishes it to Favors. Mitchell in the corner. And he's good on the 3-ball. Mitchell's got 12.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Poked away. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, as we know, Rudy Gobert is a 7-footer with an aggressive mentality. He said some guys don't have pride, but I do. Sometimes too much. Quinn Snyder said he gets angry, which I like. Whatever kind of stereotypes Americans have about the French, they don't apply. Not to him anyway, guys.
Sacre bleu! Thank you, GA. He is indeed a fiery competitor. Pocket 6. The feet to favors. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
That's where majority of favors points come from. So effective from the interior area of the floor.
AI kicks to Butler. Floats it up for AI.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I gotta say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Mitchell against Butler. Rubio finds Gobert. On the wing, Ingles. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Begins with the block, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Wiggins. Hayes is checked in for Utah. Utah calls timeout.
Andrew Wiggins, the #1 overall pick back in 14. Great bloodlines, the son of pro athletes. The game just seems to come easy to him. And I tell you, the excitement's starting to ratchet up a little bit as the tallies start coming in.
You look at AI.
And looking more and more like he'll be a starter. And that's really a tribute to the work he's put in this season. He's earned each and every one of those votes.
And we'll keep you posted as the voting continues. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. You know, Greg, the game comes so easy to Wiggins, but some say he needs to be more assertive, more aggressive. Do you see that?
I mean, high expectations for a player that was taken first overall. The length and athleticism should enable him to impact the game in so many ways, but, you know, his motor doesn't always rev high enough to take advantage.
Smitty, so much work done by the players in the offseason. In terms of development, which skills tend to be the easiest to improve upon?
I think there's one, and you got to call it a skill right now, is the easiest is getting in tip-top shape, because that's all on you. Being able to put in the time in your body and nutrition. Next, I think for guys is defensively. I think that's the skill that you obviously can work on. It's about lateral movement, and you don't need others. You can come out and work on that. Next, I think for guys,
Tá bom. Acabou.
is shooting. And now I wouldn't say you'll be Steph Curry from one summer to another, but if you put in the work, you'll see the percentages starting to go up.
Now here's Hayes. Jimmy Butler able to get his last shot to go.
And his foot movement is what makes Towns such a terrific shot blocker. He moves so well and can defend just about any position on the floor.
For the Jazz, Bradley's checked in for Gobert. Rashawn Holmes comes in for Joe Ingles. And Allen subbed in for Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Here's Hicks, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
If you're not going to at least step in front of him, you can't be surprised when he throws it down like that.
And so it's Utah here with the ball, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Rubio misses. AI gets to Hicks. AI dishes to Towns. Allen outside. Towns with the steal. AI in the post, covered by Rubio.
No.
AI right side. The shot comes out. Good D by Rubio. And it's Rubio with the ball for the Utah Jazz. Allen surveying the D. Back to Rubio. There's the dish to Bradley. He kicks it to Hayes. Shot clock at 5. Rubio the pass to Bradley. Holmes. The Jazz with another miss. Minnesota leading by 14. Okogie. Another miss by Minnesota. Butler against Allen. Here's Rubio. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
A tricky cover in that mid-range area. Rubio with good ball skills can hurt you in a number of ways.
Knocked away. And it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Patton, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Caspi in for Hicks. Here is Caspi, guarded by Holmes. Here's AI. Tries again. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Timberwolves been accepted.
Nossa, agora passou dos 20 pontos.
There's 49 seconds left in the third. Here's AI. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. AI's got 8 points in the quarter.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Now, here's Mitchell. 14 points for him. Misses off the right iron.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive. You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Here's Mitchell after the basket by Minnesota. And stolen by AI. Good D by Mitchell. Elbow shot is on the way. And that one drops. Mitchell's got 16 points.
He can get that shot anytime he wants because of his ability to blow by you. Donovan gets you on your heels, and he stops and pops.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead, and this one may already have been decided. Timberwolves ahead, running away with it. And we're coming back.
Jogando por música, a equipe do Minnesota Timberwolves.
Now let's hear what Coach Tom Thibodeau was reviewing with his team in the huddle.
Right back, man. Let's go score, stop, score here. Everyone talk defensively. Get stops and then let's go. Let's go.
And there may not be a drop match as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Favors and Gobert, the tough pair inside. Joe Ingles is out there with Exum, and it's Keith in at the 3. That's the group right now for Utah. Got a hand on it. Out left to the wing. Kicks to Gobert. 5 on the clock. Ingles finds Exum. This one for 3. Rebound Minnesota. On the wing, Wiggins. No good from outside.
Tava sozinho, cara. Olha, 7 roubos, cara. Será que eu consigo chegar no triplo-duplo? A porcaria dessa conta aqui não me ajuda.
Utah shooting in this game, 45%. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That's his 5th foul. When it comes to flagrant fouls, do you think that the difference, Steve, between flagrant 1 and 2 is being called correctly for the most part?
I do, Kevin. I think we always have gray areas, and when you start to look at rules, but for the most part, I think they're getting the flagrant 1 and the flagrant 2. I think they're getting it right.
And a quick look at how the Minnesota Timberwolves schedule is shaping up. On Saturday, they'll go up against Russell Westbrook and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Then on Tuesday, they'll face off against Donovan Mitchell and the Utah Jazz.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
Olha o Ingles,
Ingles against Jang. Gobert down low, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And when you're in catch-up mode, you can ill afford these kinds of errors.
I feel like they're getting ahead of themselves. Just need to rein it in. Focus on each individual possession.
AI outside. Passes to Jang to the left side wing. Here's AI. Wiggins kicks to AI. It's good. AI's got 30 points.
You can tell he is on a mission down the stretch. Attack offensively and build on this lead.
Exum deciding where to go with it. Well, Steve, we've just come out of the first year where we saw legislation from the NBA about resting players. How do you feel about the new rules so far?
You know, I like them. I love that when you start to see these teams that are resting players on national televised games, but I think overall just resting players. I think our contract says that we play 82 games unless you're injured. And if a guy is injured, you understand. But I love the new rules that was implemented.
I agree. For Utah, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Knocks it loose. And it's out of bounds to the Jazz as Utah retains possession.
Just active defensively here, being extremely disruptive.
You know, I love the effort just to get a hand in there. He is disrupting the offensive flow.
Oh, here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. Poked away, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession. Ball's knocked loose to the left wing. 5 on the clock. Goes back up. Favors passes to Gobert. Ingles kicks to Gobert. Nice ball movement by Utah. Here's Favors. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Gobert can't hit. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Wiggins passes to AI. Misses from short range. And it's Exum with the ball, who will bring it up for Utah. The pass to Ingles. Outside Favors. Now here's Exum. He's guarded by AI. To the middle. And then Favors with the dunk.
Having a point guard that can run the pick and roll is very important to any offense. Exum excels in these sets.
Feeds to AI. And stolen by Favors. Now here's Exum. He's guarded by AI. Wiggins against Keith. Now here's Exum. Defense is right there. And the rejection by Jang.
Obviously, this has been a tough quarter for him, but he's still trying to keep a positive mindset.
And that's a terrific sequence at both ends there. There was the block shot, then the run out, and nice finish on the break.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Now here's Exum. Pass to Gobert. He kicks to Favors. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
The D can be right in the face of Favors, but it does not affect him in the slightest. A motivated player who is very effective close to the basket.
Here's AI. And he banks in the layup. AI's got 36.
Mr. Dependable tonight, helping them grow this league.
Now here's Exum. He's guarded by AI. Well, we've seen the growth of the G League, especially in how much it's been utilized for player development. A lot of guys going up to the NBA level. Steve, how do you think we'll see this evolve over the next 10 years?
I think the G League and this partnership with the NBA and teams has been fantastic. It's kind of similar to baseball right now in the minor leagues, and the teams have done a great job of having the flexibility to bring guys up and down. I love it for a lot of these young guys to get a chance to develop and also be a part of, I would say, the big team.
Excellent point. Pass to Patton. AI outside. Lays it up and banks it in. AI's got 38 points.
How about the quarter he's having? Tremendous execution on the offensive end, helping to further fuel this lead.
And stolen by AI. And AI throws it down.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
When your defense translates into offense, it's a beautiful thing.
Now Powell. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of...
Tem nossas pontuações. Nossa química tá ruim assim, tá subiu para 15%. E mesmo assim a gente tá destruindo.
We need to figure out what we're doing tonight after this, you know. So I'm talking about I want to get some food.
Hey, great effort out there.
Thank you.
Vamos lá. Mais uma entrevista.
Hey, Shaq here. Watching tonight, I thought your ability to create for others was the key ingredient. Was that the idea coming in?
A intenção era criar o jogo para os seus companheiros, sim.
Well, I know our team is best when the ball's flying around. You know, everybody's getting touches. When you run too much isolation, players start standing around. To get to where we need to be, we have to move the ball each trip down the floor, and I just tried to get that going for the team.
Well, you did a great job tonight. Congratulations, son.
Thank you, Shaq.
Química de companheiro.
Here you go.
Nossa, só o tanto de mensagem. Giannis Antetokounmpo com aquela carinha do Jabá. Corey Harris. Todo mundo falando da minha enterrada. Nada falando sobre a gente aqui, meu Deus. É isso aí, galera. Vou encerrar essa live aqui. Eu espero que vocês tenham gostado. A gente vai, olha só, quantia de vitórias aqui. Vou ver como está a estatística aqui da liga. E no Cavuca já é o terceiro em pontos. Ver as classificações aqui. Minnesota ainda está lá embaixo, mas como eu disse, né, a gente já está subindo ali. Mais uma vitória já dá para ultrapassar o City, o Oklahoma. A gente vai conseguir chegar nos playoffs. Vou pegar aqui 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Falta 2 posições para a gente alcançar nosso objetivo. Votos para All-Star. Esse aqui acho que é para ser capitão do time, né? Conferência Este. Ah, tá. É porque eu tava lá na outra conferência. Aí aqui eu tava em primeiro disparado. É, eu mudei de conferência. E aí eu vim aqui por esse lado de cá e aqui eu vou ter que... A briga vai ser feia aqui. Com o James Harden e o Stephen Curry. Mas tem muitas partidas ainda, dá pra gente chegar tranquilo e calmo. Então é isso aí. Vou encerrar aqui. Até amanhã.